1957 Chevy 150. With just a couple days to go, I haven't actually got around to planning the party. Here's the deal. I got a 1957 Chevy, getting all dolled up for the old man for his 70th birthday.
Richard "Old Man" Harrison, the legendary figure from Pawn Stars, faced a loss so devastating it left even his closest loved ones in shock. The man who seemed unshakable on screen carried the weight of a tragedy that few could bear. What really happened behind the scenes of his life, and how did it change everything for the Harrison family? Let us uncover the heartbreaking truth that caused the entire Harrison family to go to jail for years, from humble beginnings to Las Vegas dreams. Born on March 4, 1941 in Danville, Virginia, Richard Benjamin Harrison Jr. had humble roots. His family later moved to Lexington, North Carolina, where they lived modestly on Peacock Avenue. As a teenager, Richard's family struggled financially, leading him to leave high school early and start working at just 14. His first job involved driving a school bus, earning a mere $5 to $6 a week. Life was tough, but young Richard learned resilience and responsibility early on. Before we dive deeper, it becomes clear that Richard's early hardships were only the beginning, and what came next was far more heartbreaking than anyone could have expected. At 17, his life took a dramatic turn. After stealing a car, he found himself facing serious consequences. A judge gave him two choices: serve jail time or enlist in the military. Choosing the latter, he joined the Navy in October 1958. The military provided structure and purpose, and it was during this time that he met and married Joanne Rue, the love of his life. The couple soon welcomed their first child, Sherry, who was born with Down syndrome. Their devotion to their daughter was unwavering, but the medical expenses began to overwhelm them. In 1962, after 4 years of service, he left the Navy to focus on his family. However, Sherry's health needs continued to grow, and the financial strain became unbearable. Facing no other option, he re-enlisted in the Navy, where he worked tirelessly to provide for his family. Tragically, Sherry passed away at just 6 years old in 1967. The loss was a devastating blow to the Harrison family, but they found strength in each other and moved forward. His military career spanned 2 decades, during which he achieved the rank of Personnelman First Class. He earned numerous commendations, including the Good Conduct Medal and the Vietnam Service Medal. Despite his accomplishments, the long absences from his family weighed heavily on him. In 1979, after 20 years of service, he retired to focus on raising his 3 teenage sons, Joseph, Rick, and Chris. The transition from military life to civilian life was not without challenges. He and Joanne initially found success in the real estate market in San Diego, with Joanne excelling as a real estate agent. However, the economic downturn of the early 1980s hit them hard. With only $5,000 to their name, the family packed up and moved to Las Vegas, Nevada in search of a fresh start. In Las Vegas, he and his son Rick opened a small coin shop on Las Vegas Boulevard in 1981. The shop was just 300 square feet, but it marked the beginning of what would later become a massive enterprise. Rick's knowledge of history and collectibles, combined with his father's business acumen, helped the shop thrive despite its modest beginnings. Over time, the business grew, and in 1989, they finally obtained a pawn license, allowing them to expand their operations. The Gold and Silver Pawn Shop officially opened its doors at 713 Las Vegas Boulevard South. By 2005, the shop was lending out millions of dollars annually and had become a local institution. Jewelry, rare collectibles, and sports memorabilia filled the shelves, drawing in customers from all walks of life. However, it wasn't until the History Channel came knocking that the shop gained international fame. In 2009, Pawn Stars premiered, introducing viewers to the unique world of pawn shops. The show's success was immediate, with fans drawn to the dynamic between him, Rick's son Corey, and Corey's friend Austin "Chumley" Russell. His sharp tongue and no-nonsense attitude earned him the nickname Old Man, and he quickly became a fan favorite. Behind the scenes, however, the success of the show brought its own set of challenges. As the family's fame grew, so did the pressures of running a high-profile business. His relationship with his sons, particularly Rick, was not without tension. While they shared a mutual respect, their differing opinions often led to heated debates. Despite these struggles, the Harrisons remained committed to their business and to each other. Tragedy struck again in 2018 when he passed away at the age of 77. His death marked the end of an era for the gold and silver pawn shop. Fans and family alike mourned the loss of a man who had become an icon of resilience and determination. In his will, he left clear instructions about the division of his estate, making headlines when it was revealed that one of his sons was notably excluded. The reasons for this decision remain unclear, adding an air of speculation to an already complex family dynamic. His legacy, however, lives on through Pawn Stars and the countless lives he touched. His story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of family. While his path was marked by hardship, it also showcased his unwavering commitment to those he loved. The old man's wisdom and humor continue to inspire, reminding us all of the value of hard work and resilience. Just when Richard's hard work seemed to bring some peace, the unexpected fame of the shop brought new problems that no one saw coming. Behind the fame of Pawn Stars. Back in 2010, Richard Harrison, better known as the Old Man, admitted that adjusting to the fame brought by the show was no easy feat. Fans' enthusiasm sometimes went beyond mere admiration. People traveled thousands of miles not just to visit Las Vegas, but specifically to see the gold and silver pawn shop. According to Richard, people don't come to Vegas because of Vegas, they come to Vegas because of us. And he wasn't exaggerating. By January 2011, Pawn Stars was the History Channel's most watched program, second only to Jersey Shore in the reality TV world. That same year, Rick Harrison released his biography, Licensed to Pawn, which quickly climbed to number 22 on the New York Times bestseller list. Each family member brought a unique skill set to the table, helping the store thrive. Richard had a deep knowledge of cars, showcasing some impressive finds during the show's run. One standout was a 1966 Imperial Crown, which took him 15 years to convince the owner to sell. Later, his son and grandson restored it for his 50th wedding anniversary. Another memorable gift? A 1957 Chevy 150 sedan from stars of other History Channel shows. Whether it was classic cars or quirky collectibles, the Harrisons knew how to make each item shine on screen. But behind the scenes, their path was far from picture perfect. In 2012, trouble came knocking. Daniel Callahan, a disabled Vietnam veteran, sued Richard and Rick, alleging he was injured and mistreated at their store. Callahan claimed he was thrown out after an argument about a rifle he had brought in for appraisal, leaving him with medical bills he wanted the Harrisons to cover. Corey Harrison, Rick's son, denied direct involvement with Callahan and maintained that they asked him to leave for everyone's safety. The lawsuit requested $20,000 in damages, though the Harrisons' legal team remained tight-lipped about the case. Later that same year, another legal drama unfolded. Their former manager, Wayne F. Jeff, accused the Harrison family and the show's network of shady business practices. Jeff claimed he lost his job and influence after Pawn Stars took off, and he never received the financial rewards he had been promised. The tension reportedly stemmed from the History Channel's decision to create a spin-off show without consulting the Harrisons. Allegedly blindsided, the family's discontent became public, sparking internal conflicts and leaving Jeff caught in the crossfire. He eventually sought compensation for lost income and legal fees, but the fallout highlighted the behind-the-scenes power struggles that come with fame. Amid these challenges, the family continued to push forward, though health issues began to take their toll. In 2017, Richard Harrison quietly retired after suffering a stroke. Stepping away from the spotlight, he kept a low profile, leaving fans wondering about his whereabouts. Tragically, just a year later, he passed away after battling Parkinson's disease. His death marked the end of an era for Pawn Stars, leaving an irreplaceable void in the show's dynamic. Rick Harrison paid tribute to his father on Instagram, calling him his hero and celebrating the legacy he left behind. The show aired a special episode titled A Treasure Remembered, honoring Richard's life and his profound impact on the series. Even after his passing, Richard's life continued to spark curiosity. One of the more controversial revelations came from his will, which explicitly excluded his youngest son, Christopher. While Richard expressed love for Christopher, he stated that he had intentionally removed him from the list of heirs. The reasons behind this decision remain unknown, fueling speculation and debate among fans. Despite this family drama, Richard's influence on his loved ones and the business was undeniable. Rick, now the face of the shop, ensured that his father's values of hard work and resilience lived on. Over the years, Pawn Stars evolved from a niche reality show into a cultural touchstone. It wasn't just about appraising rare items or haggling over prices, it was about the people and their stories. The Harrisons' banner, coupled with the fascinating history behind each item, made the show stand out. Fans felt like they were part of the family, watching the dynamics unfold with every episode. But behind the laughs and negotiations, there were real struggles, both personal and professional, that shaped the family's path. Today, Corey Harrison plays a central role in managing the shop. Having started as a 9-year-old cleaning jewelry, Corey has grown into a capable leader under Rick's guidance. Though their father-son relationship has its ups and downs, they've managed to keep the business thriving. The shop remains a popular destination for tourists and fans, a testament to the lasting impact of Pawn Stars. Despite the challenges, the Harrison story continues to inspire, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, resilience can turn dreams into reality. The legacy of Richard Harrison, the old man, endures through the lives he touched, both within his family and among the millions of viewers who tuned in to Pawn Stars. His humor, wisdom, and unwavering work ethic left an indelible mark on those who knew him and those who felt like they did. From his humble beginnings to his rise as a reality TV icon, Richard's story is a reminder of the power of perseverance and the importance of family. While his absence is deeply felt, his spirit lives on in every deal made at the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, a lasting tribute to a life well lived. With the shop now in the spotlight, the family found amazing treasures while facing challenges that changed their lives forever. The most memorable finds on Pawn Stars. Pawn Stars has delivered some of the most iconic and unforgettable moments in television history, featuring rare finds, thrilling negotiations, and unexpected surprises. Over the years, the shop has seen items that span centuries and carry incredible value, not just in dollars, but in cultural and historical significance. While every episode seems to unveil something new, some items and stories have cemented themselves as the best highlights of the series. One unforgettable moment involved a baseball card from the year 1923 featuring none other than Babe Ruth. The card's perfect condition made it a rare treasure, especially since it was graded a flawless 10. Rick Harrison, with his sharp eye for valuable sports memorabilia, knew he was looking at something truly special. The card's connection to one of baseball's greatest legends added to its appeal, but the negotiation for it wasn't easy. The final price wasn't just about money, it reflected the card's role as a piece of sports history that many fans would dream of owning. Cars have also been a recurring theme on the show, and none stand out more than a 1967 Ford Mustang GT Fastback. This wasn't just any Mustang, it was the same model as the car featured in Steve McQueen's legendary film Bullitt. Its sleek design and connection to such an iconic movie made it irresistible. Rick and Corey Harrison, both car enthusiasts, couldn't contain their excitement when it rolled into the shop. While the car needed some restoration, its value after repairs made it a worthwhile investment. This negotiation also showed just how tricky it can be to determine the worth of a classic car. You're not just buying metal, you're buying a piece of pop culture. One of the most heartwarming moments came when the Harrisons restored the old man's beloved 1966 Imperial Crown convertible. The car had been sitting idle for years, a relic of the old man's past. Rick, Corey, and Chumley worked together to bring the vehicle back to its original glory as a surprise. When the restoration was revealed, the old man's genuine joy was a touching reminder of the strong bond within the family. It wasn't just about fixing a car, it was about preserving memories and showing appreciation. The shop has also dealt with its fair share of unusual and eerie items. A standout example is the 19th century vampire defense kit. This peculiar set included a wooden stake, a crucifix, and even a pistol, all neatly housed in an ornate box. Back in the 1800s, such kits were believed to protect travelers in regions where vampire legends were common. The rarity and folklore surrounding the kit made it a fascinating piece. Rick, ever the skeptic, consulted an expert to verify its authenticity, and the negotiation reflected just how unique the item was. Coins have always held a certain appeal, and one episode featured a collection of rare gold coins. Among them was an 1809 $5 gold coin, a true gem for collectors. The seller, hoping to use the money for his children's college fund, brought the coins in with high expectations. Rick's experience in the fluctuating world of coin values made the negotiation a delicate dance. In the end, the deal highlighted the complexity of valuing such items, balancing the seller's hopes with market realities. The shop wasn't just about rare items. The stories behind them showed how much history and family really mattered. Historical treasures in the pawn shop. Historical documents have also made their way into the shop, each carrying a story from the past. One particularly exciting moment came when a customer brought in a land grant signed by President James Madison. The authenticity of the signature and the document's condition played a major role in determining its value. Rick, with his deep knowledge of American history, carefully examined the piece and even consulted experts to ensure its legitimacy. This wasn't just paper, it was a tangible connection to one of the nation's founding fathers. Musical instruments tied to famous artists have also taken center stage. A guitar once owned by a legendary rock musician found its way into the shop, immediately sparking interest. The instrument's backstory and its link to a renowned artist made it highly desirable. Authenticating the guitar required detailed research and consultations, often with experts or even the artists themselves. Items like this don't just carry monetary value, they capture pivotal moments in music history that resonate with fans and collectors alike. Not every item is what it seems, though, and the show has highlighted the importance of spotting counterfeits. In one episode, a Rolex watch that appeared to be a rare model turned out to be a fake. Rick's sharp eye caught subtle details that revealed the truth, showing just how crucial expertise is in the pawn business. This moment served as a reminder that not everything shiny is gold and emphasized the risks of dealing with high-value items. Historical weapons have also sparked intense negotiations. A 19th century cannon tied to the Colfax Massacre of 1873 was brought in, raising questions about its historical and ethical implications. While the cannon's value as a relic was clear, the tragic events it was connected to added a layer of complexity to the deal. This moment showed the fine line between appreciating history and respecting the gravity of the events that shaped it. Sometimes the items brought in have a deeply personal connection to the staff. One memorable instance saw Chumley light up when a collection of vintage sneakers was presented. Known for his love of shoes, Chumley's enthusiasm was palpable as he took charge of the negotiation. This episode showcased the wide range of items that passed through the shop and highlighted Chumley's growth in recognizing value beyond just his personal interests. The Harrisons don't always wait for items to come to them. Sometimes they go out looking for treasures. One such moment involved Rick traveling to acquire an 18th century flintlock pistol. The negotiation was as much about the historical importance of the piece as it was about the price. It demonstrated the lengths the team would go to in order to bring exceptional items into the shop. Each of these moments, whether they involve sports memorabilia, classic cars, historical artifacts, or personal connections, highlights what makes Pawn Stars so captivating. The show is more than just a business, it's a lens through which history, culture, and family values are explored. From rare finds to heartfelt gestures, the series continues to deliver episodes that leave fans eager for more. Was Richard Harrison's life truly as inspiring as it seemed, or was there a darker side to his family's struggles that fame tried to hide? Could there be more to his story that is yet to surface? Tell us what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.